Winter campaign update 5.
Five? Is it really 5 already?
It is. Hello, Will and Lisa.
Hello, Jack.
So each week on the Winter campaign videos, we focus on an individual aspect of our campaign that you at home can directly fund.
This week we're talking about caseworkers.
Why are caseworkers important? Surely, if we've got enough time to sit around and chat about them, we've got enough time to help everyone, Will.
Well, you might
I'm
think
still
that,
on my
Jack.
provocative...
Thank you, Jeremy
prompt.
Paxman. Right, caseworkers are important because one of the things that we are able to do now more and more at House of Bread is provide a process that enables sustainability. When people come in, more than often than not, we are very, very busy.
Yes.
And one of the challenges is how do we triage that need?
Yes.
And key to that really is the potential employment of caseworkers. And we're trying to look for 2 caseworkers. And the idea is that we would train that individual. We're looking for part-time folk who have experience or be willing to learn, to be honest.
If you're playing the game at home, you will have heard on all these videos the word sustainability.
Yes.
And that is the word of the campaign, isn't it? It's really important for the people that come along to get the same treatment from point of crisis, if they turn up at point of crisis, whenever they turn up, whatever that need is. Throughout their total engagement with House of Bread, we are always giving them the same level of care. And you know, Lisa, if you meet somebody and they say, oh, hello Lisa, this is my life story, you're called away to do catering things,
Yes.
you can't be there
No.
all the time for these people, can you?
No, and it's important. The reason why we are open so long at Browning Street is so that we can give the people the time and the space to talk about the issues if they want to talk about them, that we never had chance to do when we're only open for 2.5 hours on a Wednesday night. People come in, they're distressed or they're embarrassed or they need help in actually expressing what their issues are, and it's being able to have that space and saying it's okay, take your time,
And
have a mug of
it's
tea.
building that trust, isn't it? The idea of the caseworker really is we're looking for somebody who is flexible, can do a number of hours. It's all about quality, not quantity. It's
Lend
about a
themselves.
way out of that.
What's that, Will?
That is a vicious circle. And what a caseworker does, it picks somebody up, he or she understands what the problem is, works out a route around that, develops the relationship with somebody so they can be an advocate, perhaps at the job centre, perhaps at a GP surgery, wherever it might be.
filling in housing
application forms.
Housing application form. I mean, lots of people are coming to us at the moment with PIP forms, aren't
Yes. For somebody who's thinking about this, who perhaps might be a little bit nervous, the first point of call is call us, speak to us, email us, find out, get a job description, and then come and see what we're about. We're looking at people who are the right fit. Don't think you have to be qualified.
Yeah.
We will qualify you. You've got to have a compassion for people in this circumstance, and maybe this might be for you.
Yeah.
If you want to become a caseworker, by all means get in touch with us. There's a lot more to say than we could ever fit on any of these videos. Talking about funding caseworkers, what are the costs if somebody can't become a caseworker but feels inspired to fund that? What are the specific numbers that we can address that somebody can give us directly that will affect that?
So for example, on average it's about £3,000 a year for a part-time caseworker. Obviously the more funding we have, the more hours that we can put in. So that could be as little as a couple of £100 a month. So if you set up a direct debit, for example, you could say to me, or to us for that matter, well, we'd like that to go towards the caseworker funding.
Well, what is it a month? You said
It's
every year.
260 odd pounds per month. So that gives us somebody who perhaps be doing 8 hours a week. Think about how your contribution might work towards that total. Maybe you want to sponsor a caseworker. Maybe you're a church or a company or an individual, and you think, actually, I'd quite like to sponsor a caseworker. That would be a really good thing to do. There's all sorts of different ways of sponsoring in different vibes.
Thank you, Will and Lisa.
Thank you, Jack.
That is our caseworker section. Come back next time to hear us talk about different things on the winter campaign, or if you've missed the first 4 of these, do go back and find something that you really want to get involved with. I'm sure we've got something that will connect with you. We will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.